Okay, welcome to ImprovPianoTips.com. I wanted to take a second in this video and let you know what my website is about and what my tutorials are about. So there's three things that I like to incorporate into my tutorials and three things that essentially drive my tutorials and my creativity in those tutorials. And the first of those is rhythm techniques. So what rhythm techniques they address getting your hands to work together. So that's a big challenge when it comes to piano. So I'd like to give you an example of hands working together in this very famous song. Check it out. Watch this hand. Okay, so if you notice what I was doing there, once I got into the verse of the song, my left hand's doing a rhythm like this, right? Okay, and then my right hand's coming in. Okay, so that's tricky to do, and if you've ever tried to play piano, you understand the difficulty in getting your hands to work together. So my tutorials, they will address that. I'll give you exercises to work on so that you can develop your rhythm independence. So rhythm techniques. The second thing is bringing your chords to life. Listen to this. Okay, so these two chords, this is a G chord, and if you don't know what that is, don't worry about it, just listen to it. G, and this is an F chord. Now listen to how I change these chords. They're the same chords, but I'm going to change them so that they sound a little bit more pleasing, a little bit more full. Okay, so that's a very popular song. That's Benny and the Jets. Do you see the contrast? You have very plain chords, right? And then you have this here. Okay, and I changed it to this. I didn't change the chord, I just changed how the chords sounded. And so my tutorials, they will address that, how to bring your chords to life. Listen to this. Okay, so those are plain old chords. Now check this out. Okay, so instead of playing this, I'm playing this, or this. Okay, so it really brings your chords to life if you know what you are doing with these voicings. My tutorials will address that, okay? And the third thing that I like to include in my tutorials is the wild card chords. Okay, so that's a pretty weird way to say it, but basically what my wild card chords are the chords that go in between your regular chords, okay? So this is a way to play outside of the regular chords. So if you were playing something like this, okay, that sounds nice. You have basic chords, right? Now watch this. Here's the wild card. Okay, and you can get even more wild with it. Check it out. Okay, so those chords are very jazzy, very gospely, but if you know how to work them, you can include them in pop music. It doesn't always have to be slow music. Check this song out. Do you know this one? Okay, that's a song by Ariana Grande titled The Way, and she uses these wild card chords all the time in her music. How about this one? Okay, so those are basic chords right there. Now listen to this. I'm going to throw in some wild card chords. I'm going to play outside of the key signature and bridge the gap, so to speak, and it's going to turn into this. Okay, so do you see the wild card chords? I went da-da, da-da. That's wild, wild, and maybe even wild right there. And then you go to the chord that's part of the music. So these chords aren't part of her song. Alicia Keys does not play that, but since I have an understanding of how these chords work, I know how to include those wild card chords. So these three concepts, rhythm techniques, bringing your chords to life, and these wild card chords, they will really make your music have depth. So I hope that you'll check out my tutorials on my website. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thanks for watching, guys.